fair enough.
I didn't feel much love between the two of you, especially the way you sat right now.
Well, it was when he was touching my legs.
How do you see this going?
This interview?
No. How do you see this going, this fight? Adam?
I'm telling you, I think well, firstly, the event itself is going to be absolutely incredible. We've been on sale now with the tickets for, I think, 3 hours, and we've done 10,000 tickets already in 3 hours. That's quicker than any fight I've been involved with David on pay-per-view, including Klitschko and everything else. So I think there you have the interest in this fight. Tyson's done a great job in a very short space of time in getting people caring about him as a fighter. I'm saying my hat to him. David's done it over a slightly long period of time. But again, these guys have done what they had to do to get people interested in them. Because if people don't care, no one's going to watch. So they've done a great job.
Did you do this just to get the fight, or is this the real Tyson Fury? Who is the real Tyson?
Did I do what? Excuse me.
Did you hype it all up to land the big fight?
You know, ever since I turned professional, I made a promise to myself that I'd always be an entertaining fighter. And from the beginning, day one, I've talked and said what I've said. I've done what I've done. I've backed it up in the ring. And here I am today. People say that talking don't get you anywhere in life, but I'm living proof. If you talk, you can get big fights.
Well, they say be careful what you wish for. Now you wish for this fight. You got the fight. Did you get it at the time you wanted it? Or
100%. It's come for me at the best time ever. You know, I've had some good fights building up to this, good learning fights, and I'm really, really ready to step up now and fight someone like David Haye.
I mentioned when we had David in earlier, we sat next to Nick. He's had 5 rounds in the last 2 years.
Yeah.
Do you think that you're going to take advantage of that?
You know, I was listening to what David had to say. Some fighters benefit from that, but I disagree with that totally because activity is the most important thing in a fighter's career. David can say what he likes about inactivity, but in the end of it, it does catch up with you. Being inactive, your timing's worth. You know, you can spar all you want in a gym. It's not a real fight.
And you certainly kept active. I mean, remember the last one, the up and downer with Steve Cunningham in the Garden over in New York. Entertaining.
Yes.
But there were dangers for you as well.
Yeah, very much so, you know. There's going to be dangers in every single fight. Here we go. Big over and right. Wallop.
This guy's he's a cruiserweight. We'd say as a cruiserweight, he's a lazy cruiserweight. He's moving to heavyweight because he struggles to get down to the weight. And he put the pressure on. David's even saying he's a small cruiserweight. Does that bother you, that this cruiserweight that's trying to play heavyweight could put you down?
No, because he's 6'3" and he's 210 pounds. And if I'm not mistaken, then Mr. David Haye is not 6'5" or 7 foot. He's 6'3" and 210 pounds. So Cunningham's a cruiserweight, and David Haye shouldn't be calling anybody cruiserweight when he was a cruiserweight himself.
You came back to win that, which obviously kept you on beating record against Slope. Tyson, if you get clumsy and careless, and then David catches you with the same sort of shot as Cunningham did, do you think you'd get up from it?
You know, I can guarantee one thing in this fight. There's going to be excitement, and whoever lands first is gone. If David hits me, I'm it. If I hit him, he's it.
I see you raise your eyebrows there, David.
Yeah, he doesn't punch fast enough to hit me, that's the difference. Whereas I punch very, very fast.
Do you have that punch power to keep this man on the floor when Cunningham couldn't?
Yeah, no doubt. I think everybody knows it. You don't have to be a genius. Look at my knockout percentage, like 85% knockout rate. Look at Cunningham's 39. I think you have to be a genius to work out who punches harder. If he's getting decked by him, it's going to happen when I start touching his chin.
What does punching hard have to do with anything in heavyweight?
You'll find out on
all
September 29th.
All heavyweights can punch hard.
You'll find
Trust
out.
me, Mr. Cruiserweight. All heavyweights punch hard. Whether you've got 10 knockouts or 77. Get punched in the face by a heavyweight and it hurts. Listen, styles make fights. We don't need to go into past performances because I do recall an old guy from Manchester, 45 years old, bombing you all over the show, Mr. Carla Cat Thompson. Yes, but I'm not 45, and if he can bomb you out, I could say, well, a 24-year-old 6'9", 250 guy is going to bomb you out as well. And if a 45-year-old is fast enough to catch you, Mr. Sir, and a 24-year-old is going to be fast enough to hit you. So there you go, you're speaking before you think again.
Wasn't it you who just said past performances don't mean anything?
No, but I'm going on what you said, sir.
Once again, you can't argue with an idiot because you're
Listen,
on
I
experience.
may be the idiot, but I'm getting the best of this debate.
In your
Thank
mind,
you very much.
in your tiny mind, you are,
Thank
yes.
you. Thank you.
Adam, are you and David underestimating this man on your left?
I'm not.
Definitely not.
No, Adam. I'm asking
I'm
Adam
answering that question for you. Anybody who can underestimate Tyson Fury, a young, hungry 6'9" guy, is stupider than.
Adam, you've got to come up with the tactics as always.
Is that sorry? Answer your question? No, I'm not.
So that's it. So it's concentrating now on the game plan to beat this man.
What am I going to say? I'm not going to say the game plan. You know, I've looked at Tyson for quite a while as a fighter. I've seen the improvements. And it, like I said, in fights where he's showing things that actually didn't have play out with relevance in the fight, you can see what he's working on in the gym. You can see that he's adding elements to his game. So he's still an improving fighter. So I have to prepare David for a fighter that's better than has been in the ring before. But I also know what David's like. I know how hard he hits. I know how quick he is. Styles make fights, and these two styles are going to gel for any. Now let me finish. These two styles are going to gel for one explosive British heavyweight version of Hagler Hearns. That's what you're going to get. But speed kills.
Do you think David Haye is in any way in decline at this stage of his career? Is he as good as he's ever going to be now?
Yes. He's actually more experienced and he's stronger. He showed another element to his game against Derek Chisora. When he realised that Derek was trying to suffocate him, he started mauling Derek. Now that's not David's style, but he's added that to his game. Do I think he's in the decline? Absolutely not. Not in a million years. Because I know
Have you seen something in the last 2 or 3 years that gives you more confidence than even you would normally have?
No, I just want to clarify that David is in the best physical shape of his career and he's more experienced and he's in the best peak of his career. Is that right, Adam? Yeah, am I going to fight the best David A ever?
Yes.
That's good, because after I beat him, I don't want no excuses for people to say he was over the hill, he was past it, he was thinking about other things. I want people to know that this is the best David A ever. I'm never going to fight.
You called him a has-been. So why do you say that? If you're saying this is the best David Haye, why would you say that has-been?
Because after I beat people, everyone has a tendency to say there was no good. So after I beat David A, are they going to say David A was no good? That's the question I want answering. And he is a has-been. He's a has-been world champion. He's not a world champion anymore. In my opinion, David A is a has-been. And never going to be again after I'm finished with it.
Adam, I know you respect Tyson. Do you rate him? Do you think he will become a world champion at some point or not?
It's difficult to say, you know, because still has to get there. Still has to prove it at that level. But that's really of no interest to me at the moment. What's of an interest to me is getting David in the best shape he can be so he can turn up and be himself and win the fight. And that's the only thing I'm considering.
Interesting times. It is interesting times, and there's other major boxing news in the week, also in the heavyweight division, because another of Tyson's rivals here dramatically fell apart in